Yo, you already know what it is. Hit that like, hit that share. We just revving up. We got this groovy tunes in the background. You already know my man Black. I was on the production on this one. I like it. I did that video. I love what I did with that video. So, hit that like, hit that share. Let's get this popping. We got to get it here. We got quite a few things to talk about today. And we got to get to it. We're going to get through it. We're going to love it like we knew it. Let's get it. Hit that like, hit that share. Let's go. Oh, I'm also plugged in.
Told you.
That like, that share. What we doing out here? I hear something weird in the background. Why am I hearing weirdness in the background? I'm hearing myself again. Yeah, that was you. That was definitely you. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do this one. Oh, I see what it tried to do. Okay. Yeah. You already know. Gabriel Blackout in the building. It's the What We Talking About podcast. Hit that like, hit that share. Let's get this thing popping. Let's get it grooving. Let's get it moving. Black, how you feeling, my friend?
I'm straight.
You straight?
I'm straight.
You straight? What's good? We got the Rec Boys in the building right here. Remember, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. in the studio with the Rec Boys. My man Chris, my man Shah. Let's get it. Facebook, 7 p.m. Wednesdays, the Rec Boys. Chris, what's goody, man? You was tuned into that live yesterday. That's what I wanted to talk to Black about right quick. I tuned in Blackout yesterday. My ears were ringing. This is no lie, cuz my ears were ringing, and I'm waiting on some shakes. Right? I'm waiting on some vanilla shakes. Minding my business, right? My ears are ringing. I pull out my phone while I'm waiting, and I pop on Facebook. And it's Drawzilla live yesterday. Ran talking about entitlements get me upset. Something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines. It was a little spicy. I go on there and I simply just say, yo, what's good? Right? And Zilla sees it and he's like, there he is right there. He's like, yo, finally TV, that's somebody who's humble. That's somebody who gets it. He went like through the whole thing about, the platform and what it stands for and how I came through to the yard and this and that. And like, he was basically, giving me some flowers right there. And then it was cool. I even got a follower and a subscriber out of the whole deal for real. But yo, he was going in basically, and I came in a little too late I don't know who he was talking about or what the situation was. I don't even know if he exposed that, but he was very direct in what he was saying about he's tired of people feeling entitled and feeling like they're too good for certain situations and not wanting to put the work in to really get things done. And
but he ain't say he was talking about though.
Not while I was watching. I
want to know. I'm curious. I gotta tap in.
Yeah, now we're gonna have to call Zilla. We should tell him to come on the show today and let's talk about it. Hit that like, hit that share. Yo, we got NHO Bravo in the building.
What's good, bro?
Get it. It's goody, man. How y'all feeling, man? Talk to me. If you might notice something, I can't get too crazy today because I know you hear it, Black. My voice. I've been doing all these weddings. It is catching up to me, and my voice is like struggling. You got your boys drinking honey when I'm coming home, and to soothe the throat out, and drinking tea at work and stuff. Trying to, I'm telling you.
You know what I'm drinking? I'll make it better with this.
Oh, look at you! How about I got the
that's that rim? Fabulous. That's that rim.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying 1738. Hey. I said, hey, what's up? Hello.
Yo, I can't let you get away with that one, bro.
What you mean?
You know what I'm going to say to you.
Don't do that.
Thank you. What's that?
Go ahead.
Come on, man. Where's the Remy Black at? What happened?
I told you it got all right. So everybody who's listening, it's on hold. My hold up
Audio
though.
sounds good. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
That's the you know what podcast that is? Brutally Honest.
That is brutally honest.
Yes, sir.
My partner Rim is out of rotation for the next, little
Oh
bit of time.
yeah.
So I can't do that when he's not around.
Got you.
So I flip flops on things, and now I'm trying to speed up Black King. So I'm almost done with that. No, not in a bad way. Like the framework was already done, but I was going to do Black King in the fall because I was supposed to let Remy Black go now. So now I'm just going to flip flop him. So I'm working on finishing off Black King now and try to have it up next couple of weeks. And then leave Remy Black to the fall.
Got you. All right. Well, he just bought himself some more times. That's all. That's all.
I ain't got no choice.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Life happens. You know what I mean? My homie had to go left. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to hold him down while you're gone. So I'm going to hold on to that.
Okay. There you go. I still love y'all, though. Brutally Honest podcast. I love that name because, you got to be honest. I think, the funniest things are true. The most wonderful things in life are free. That those sort of things, they can really build you from the core and make you a solid individual. So Brutally Honest podcast. Make sure you peep that. Put the links in here. I wonder if everybody's in the building. I'm trying something new out here.
Yeah. I like how this looks. I like how it sounds. It's clean.
That's what Brutally Honest was saying. Thank you for the share. Hit that like, hit that share. That's what they were saying, that the audio sounds good.
Talk about rappers feeling discouraged and finding the passion to keep going. Oh, we're going to touch on that. I'm glad you brought it up because I saw my man Barry in his bag a couple of days ago, and I wanted to hit on that too. About passion and motivation in his music shit. I'm sorry, go ahead,
Yo, I like how it looks on the screen when you put the comments up.
It's good, right?
That's fire.
Yeah.
I like that one. What's my boy saying right here? Hold up. Appreciate. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Let me see.
You letting that pop up. It looks dope.
Talk about rappers feeling discouraged and finding the passion to keep going.
Yeah,
we've actually touched on this before.
A little bit, yeah.
Where do you as an artist, where do you seek your and I think I know the answer, but tell the people, like, where do you seek your motivation from when it comes from music, when you're not feeling it?
What do you think? Because I think that's actually more interesting. Then I'll give my answer. You said you think you know. What do you think?
I just from listening to you as an artist, you use life for your inspiration for music, like in a very observant and you're very self-conscious of you and your movements. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that you'll draw on just the things happening around you and then go from there. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's a mix. It's a mix. It's a mix. Look, you know why a lot of rap right now is trash, in my opinion? It has nothing to do with how they rapping and everything to do with them being 17. And that might sound weird, but like they don't got shit to talk about. You know what I mean? The 6 months they spent hanging out in the corner selling weed ain't enough to give me an album. Ain't enough to maybe connect with them. Because the music is so young now, these niggas just don't got shit to talk about. Like nothing. You know what I mean? And success, attention, celebrity is coming so young. You 18, 19, and now you famous, whatever you want to call it. And now what you going to talk about? I guess about how you famous now. And that's pretty much it. That's why a lot of this shit is boring. It's not that these niggas don't got talent. Does that make sense, Gabe? That's never been my stance. Like, yo, niggas ain't got talent. My stance has always been like, it's just not good music. It ain't interesting. It don't hold my attention. Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about the Draco, but the reality is all they could talk about is the Draco. Because what else are they talking about? They was 16. Right. I don't know. Having water balloon fights and shit like that and smoking weed, and now they famous. So they're gonna pretend like they was like Costa Nostra, and you know what I mean? They was going out hitting licks and all. Like, come on. Every 17-year-old on the planet ain't hitting stains. Like that, it sounds dumb until you think about it. You feel what I'm saying? Every 17-year-old that's rapping right now wasn't hitting a stain. Every one of them, every single one of them was 17 hitting stains. Fuck out of here. Like these niggas just mimicking. So they don't really have nothing to pull from. So that's a long way of me answering your question. I pull from life because I've been through shit, right? You know what I mean? I I've been through war. I've been homeless. I've been up. I've been down. I've had journeys. I've had experiences. I've had success in music. I've had failures in music. I've done shows. I've toured. I've been in the crib. I've been locked down. You name it, I've been there. You know what I mean? I produce with people. I've written for people. I've worked with other artists. I've EP'd an album, a couple of albums. I've done shit that I can pull from. You know what I mean? The shit that I seen growing up, the shit that I did growing up, the shit that I do now, I have things to pull from. When you 18, what the fuck is you talking about?
Right.
It's all cap. And like now I got money, so I got a Bentley. Okay, cool. This shit is boring. Right. So yeah, you pour from life, and then in that way you take life and you take your brain, and that should make you good at making music. Does that make sense? Like, how you convey that is like, how good are you with words? Like, that's just your brain. That's just how your mind works.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I definitely see where you're coming from. The other way I think that people draw inspiration, and this is the way that when I was writing and I was penning things, I drew inspiration from my emotion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was upset about something, like, I can just think back now, like, I definitely had like more like, I would say story type raps. You would see them sprinkled out through all my battle raps. There would be these sprinkles of these stories. And most times the story was me venting about like a situation with a person. You know what I'm saying? So the whole verse would just be about that. Like I'd open it, give it a body of work, and then close the whole thing in that verse. You know what I mean? Like, sure. So that's how I did it. You know, if I was into a chick, you know what I'm saying? I was always happy and, you know, happy go lucky. You know, the raps like didn't really come that good, you know, but then you put me at the house party and we're chilling, and all of a sudden people are talking ish, like they nice with raps and shit. And I'm like, but I'm in the building, you know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, you rap and you have a good cipher. I know 100% every time I ciphered in that type of situation, I went home and wrote.
Got you.
You know, so I think that there's two very distinct different ways that people draw inspiration to do their music. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's kind of similar, because where's the emotion coming from? It's coming from life, right? So
unless it's like not. Like, that's why, like, some people just make music because they can, or they have the outlet to. You know what I mean? Or they think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, some people just rap because they can. No other reason. They're not motivated. They're not emotionally invested. They just, I can rap. I have Pro Tools. My man's got a studio. I'm a rap. It's the cool thing to do. You hear some pretty trash music when that happens.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's why I asked you. That's why I wanted your opinion on it, because, you know, being that you got a body of work that you're working on right now, you know what I mean? So you're the perfect person to ask about that. What's it called? Black King?
Black King.
Love it. I want to hear something from Gabe. Oh, bro, I definitely have some. I have stuff that I actually have been waiting to just be chilling with Black, like at the crib or whatever, you know what I mean? And I got a couple of tracks that I can play that I recorded, you know, way back yonder and stuff.
I've heard a few of them.
You know,
I've heard some KO tracks.
You heard some KO tracks?
Yeah, I heard a few. You played them for me. Yeah,
I did. Oh, maybe I did already.
Yeah, you were smashed, but you played them.
I was smashed at the time, but I played them. Okay, gotcha.
Correct.
I have a couple of joints produced by my man Tight Monster, who was in the building just before. I don't know if he's still here, but Monster was my number one with all that stuff. And then I have some self-produced joints. So yeah, Chris, we gonna do that. I don't mind that. I ain't ashamed of those. They're like, to me, they're like baby pictures. I'm not ashamed of those at all.
Yo, you know, but honestly though, look, like you said, kind of small segue. I went to produce a Synergy this weekend. Heard some more talent. That's always a good time. But yeah, there's a lot of things coming from the 6th this fall.
Okay, from 6 Borough.
Listen, I'm happy. I'm gonna start posting. I'm gonna be real active on social. Probably the next like 3 or 4 days. You're gonna start seeing things pop up. Like, yo, what's going on? You got some new artists on the team. Some people in the wings. I got a little R&B flavor. I got a little young, little TJ flavor. I got some different things in the hopper. Yo, we've been the pandemic and the sitting in the cut has allowed a lot of time to put things together. So I'm excited about some of the shit that's going to start popping off. And it's not black centric. It's talent, it's artists, it's people that I believe in, that I see a future in, that just got something about them. You know what I mean? And make dope music that got their own kind of vibe, their own kind of sound. So I'm excited about doing that, being a steward and pushing talent from the home team. It's not about black, from the home team. So I'm gonna drop Black King. We're gonna drop Remy Black. We're gonna drop When the Remy's in the System. We're gonna drop the K Files. We're gonna drop. Listen, it's a few. Listen, you're gonna have like 5 or 6 hours to be at my good music shit. It's gonna listen. I'm excited for y'all to hear the diverse talent pool that we've collected.
I just want you to know that you can say you about to release the K Files when a person like Monster's in the building, because now you got him thinking you got some joints from me.
Nah, not KO, K Files. You know, a little. That's a little R&B flavor. That's a little
dope,
a little different change of pace. Just her literally going through the 7 stages of a relationship. It's kind of dope how it flows.
Oh, dope. Okay. Yeah. I like that. I like that.
You an Outkast fan, right?
Yeah.
Was you a fan of Speakerboxxx Love Below?
Yeah.
Did you peep how the Love Below was set up? How it's actually a story, girl meets boy, and it runs the gamut.
Yeah.
That shit is so fire how we put that together.
Yeah.
K-Files is something like that, except it's from a different perspective.
Okay, yeah. All right. Let's get it. I'm ready. Yeah. You happy about it?
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited. It's almost funner sometimes to work with other artists and help get a vision out.
Is it all in-house production, or did you get a couple from somewhere?
I did a lot of work, but I also am doing some diverse. And look, it's not complete. Neither of these other projects outside of me and Remy's, these other artists that we're bringing to the camp, they're not complete yet. So I'm still poking out there for some production. That's why I go to these synergies. That's why I link with other producers. So if producers are in here right now and you got something that might work, hip hop and R&B, let me know. Tap in. But I'm excited because I like seeing other people win, and I think we will get to show you that this year. It's gonna be a good fall.
Yo, if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that share. We gotta get some people up in here. We got some stuff to talk about today.
Let's go Knicks.
So I just want to address a couple things over here. I do have some old tapes, and I would never say I was shy. Black will tell you I am not shy. That's one thing I am not.
Sir, what is a tape?
But it's true. I got tapes, bro. I got dead ass. I have the 30-minute tape TDK joint with the tape over the thing because I had to. Yeah, man.
Yo, bro. Let me ask you a real question before Gabe carries on. Why you joke about that?
What?
I think it'd be dope if you let me EP a project for you, bruv. Come to the camp. Like, let's work. I'm a fan of what you do and the work you put in. So pull up. What do you know why?
I know why. Because he has a friend named Remy Hendrix. Mm-hmm. And his friend Remy Hendrix was like, yo, me and Black are going to do something together. We're going to put it out. And it never came out. That's why he's like, yeah, all right, we're going to do something together. All right, let's see. I think that would be dope, though. I really do. I love the way you personally have embraced the area. It's probably one of the factors on why we're together now, right? You done that from the beginning. Even with the Valley Project in the beginning of all this, trying to really get that off the, you know what I mean? So I love how you do that. So I would like to see you and Rob work a little bit more together. Yes, yo, TDK Chapes, bro. No joke. All right, Black's A&R. The area has a lot of dope artists. I agree. Black, you should get him to rap on your next new album. He might. If it's fire enough, I have to pass inspection. I already know how he do.
We don't do none of that weak shit over here. He might get 8 bars on an interlude if he come right.
No, I can get a full 16 off if it's fire, but I said it jokingly, but all
that's too much shine.
Nah, bro, your shit, I would easily double your streams. Listen, I'm with it for sure. Bravo said, look, see, we make connections on here. That's what this show is all about. Hit that like, hit that share. If you're just joining us, this is the What We Talking About podcast. You see, we do a thing over here where we talk about the 845. We talk about the hip hop culture. We talk about music. We talk about sports. We might talk about politics. We might talk about crypto. That's when everybody leaves, but they should stay because they should really learn about this shit. We talk about a lot of things. So if you want something talked about, just put it in the comments. We read out these comments. We talk about it. Let's get it.
I'm gonna just say this right now and put you on the spot.
What's that?
We never going back to the old platform of how we did. This is the platform now. So just get it in your head. I'm not letting you switch. This is what we're using from now on.
So I know.
This is what we're using.
All right. So you already know what you got to do then.
I
help
bet.
me.
I gotta show up every Tuesday. I'm here. I got you. I got you, my guy. All right. This is how we gonna do it. This shit works. It's clean. Look, for the past 4 episodes, bro, we had to restart and everything, right? It was weird. This shit works. It looks good. I think the people like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the platform. We good.
Well, now you like it so much. Well, if they like it so much,
yo, go to patreon.com/what we talking about. All right. At the $5 or greater level, we will send you what we talking about. Bumper sticker.
Listen, is that the next move for us? Is that what
bro? We on Patreon. We on Patreon.
Go to Patreon.
I'm about to set it up. I got you. Next week, I'm gonna send y'all that link. Patreon.com/what we talking about.
And we're gonna use this platform to get to it, or we have to use their platform.
We're gonna do both platforms.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. This is also streaming on my YouTube channel right now.
Facts.
So
I like that, Gabe.
Yep.
Can you see the viewers on YouTube though? Can you see them?
If I go to no, not from here.
Yeah, you gotta look at it. Okay, got you. Copy. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
So what we talking about today, man?
Well, we got a few things to talk about, my good brother. You had mentioned something about 1 billion views, and I just wrote billion views, and now everything's escaped me. So something on talking about YouTube, 1 billion views. What's going on?
Yo, Dilemma, Nelly and Kelly just passed a billy. You know how absurd that is? 1 billion views. That's fucking absurd.
It really
Even
is.
if the song is 16, 17 years old, it doesn't matter. That's absurd.
Yeah, 1 billion.
Because that's something that we all watched before YouTube. So the fact that they got 1 billion 10 years, because YouTube came about what? Like for real, 2008, 2009, when you really started having music up there and not just funny skit videos and all that shit and cat pictures and memes and all that. So like they uploaded this song that was already 8, 9 years old and people streamed it 1 billion times. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So shout out to that.
Shout out to that.
And that's why Nelly ain't made music in 12 years because he don't got to. He's still getting Dilemma money.
He's the man.
I'm just saying.
You ever watch interviews with him?
I have, of course.
Yeah.
I like Nelly.
I like him. Like he's a likable dude. You know what I'm saying?
Unlike a lot of other rappers, he didn't try to hold on. He just was like, "It's over for me. I'm gonna just walk away.
I have my shine. I'm good."
Yeah.
He did the country thing. He's like, "I'm gonna get this last piece of bread, and then I'm out of here."
All in my head was a banger.
You know,
Bravo said the power of timeless music. You're right, bro. Like that's a whole nother topic too. We're gonna get to that maybe in a couple of weeks, but timeless music is important. Like the reason why you can listen to a rock song from 88 is because it sounds fucking good in 2021. Like Carry On My Wayward Son will always be a hit. In 20, 30 more years, people will keep playing that song because it just sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Bust Down Tatiana is not gonna age well. These niggas singing them tracks is not gonna age well.
No,
it's not. This shit sounds really, really bad.
And it's repetitive.
Yeah.
Black.
What up?
Brav be intriguing, right? Brav be bringing some flavor to the show. Can you please read his comment and can we talk about this just for 2 minutes? Can y'all stick around for 2 minutes? And can we just talk about this? I gotta go grab something. I'll be right back. But can we start that discussion, please?
Can we create our own crypto and do what they're doing with Doge and Bitcoin? I mean, we could, but that's two completely different things. Doge is basically a meme crypto. It only had value because it was funny. Like that's like GameStop is only surviving as a company because it was funny to boost the stock up. You know what I'm saying? So like Doge, you know what I mean, and Bitcoin, completely different scenarios. So I don't think that's a good comparison. You can create your own crypto. People have done it, but how are you gonna make people buy into what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? You have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have the big 4 or 5 cryptocurrencies. We don't need no more. It's already diluted. It's still it was meta to get into this shit, right? But like every bubble, it will burst, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I'm at. And look, I do not believe in my lifetime that digital currency will become the standard. Thank God. And I'm gonna tell you
Mm-hmm.
why. As cool as the internet is, this shit is fucking insecure, unsecure, not securable. If somebody
Right.
built it, somebody can get into it. And
Yeah.
look, let me explain to you what, if y'all don't know what's happening, like, bro, niggas was hacking Fortnite, they was hacking Apex Legends. And we talk about hacking. It used to be like this dude in a basement in his t-shirt eating pizza. And it was like a very small select group of people who could do this, right? Like the super techno nerds. It's not even hacking anymore. It's like, oh, you use this tool to create this secure website. Well, that tool is $29.99 on the internet. I'm going to download that tool and then
Right.
break into your shit.
Yeah. Isn't
That's
that
it.
nice?
It's not even hacking. It's like 12-year-old kids just doing it because the tools are ubiquitous. So, nah, nigga, ain't no country going to really go all in on crypto until you find a way to make it secure. And by the nature of the internet, nothing's fucking secure because it's all connected. That's how it works. So how secure could you be if it needs to be connected to everything else for it to have value? See the conundrum? Like chicken or egg. You can't secure some shit if you got to talk to everything.
Right. Right.
People dipped out
Right.
again because we talking crypto and they don't like crypto and it's
I
scary to
know.
them.
So,
But here's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean,
but
what's up with
listen,
that?
Black, I had to touch on. It was a great question by NHO Bravo. Make sure you copy that man's music. You see how he think though. But talking about secure and the internet and all that, man. How about Indian Red Boy though? IG Live
What about him?
getting shot on IG Live.
That happened.
As I understand it, definitely. Here's what I want to know. Because of the nature of everything and the context, the context of which I know it to be is basically this man was being very disrespectful, or this boy was being very disrespectful towards Nipsey Hussle and that whole situation and fashion. And he got dealt with, but like on live IG, I don't mean to laugh. He got dealt with on an IG live. Does that now at least show people you shouldn't play with people's names? And
Nope.
what does it do?
Nothing. I want to be talking about next week. I mean, 6ix9ine went to niggas' graves and made fun of people dying.
Yeah.
He went to their hood and danced to somebody's mural.
But he didn't get shot on his IG live though.
No,
This
he
kid
didn't.
did,
Okay, cool. It's not gonna stop nothing.
I was hoping you would say you might scare one or two people into doing the right thing in the future.
Because this is gonna be all this is like, oh, well, it wouldn't be me. Oh, you wouldn't catch me lacking like that. I'm gonna go dance on somebody's grave and then dip. He was lacking, that's why he got dealt with.
Yeah.
See, people think about it differently, and these kids they don't got no respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like when he's clouds a new hair. It is, bro. It's like, oh, he got caught lacking, won't be me. Nobody says, oh shit, I'm not gonna go disrespect somebody dead homies now. I mean, bro, Gucci Mane went on a versus in front of the nigga, supposedly man that he bodied, and did a whole song about it and talk shit to that nigga in real time, and ain't shit happened to him. And these niggas be in their songs talking about how gangster they are. This whole shit's a facade, bro. And the people that's really doing that mess ain't making music. You heard me? The people really doing that mess now ain't making music. And if they used to, they're not doing it no more. Because you just can't. You know what I'm saying? The niggas still in the streets. They're not industry.
There you go. And it kind of goes back to what you were saying before, like how hip hop now is a very young generation, and they don't know how to deal with shit. They don't know any better. They're
too young, bro. Like
literally immature.
We was getting artists what, 24, 25? I mean, that's not. It doesn't sound like a lot of years, but it does matter. Like the difference between 18 and 22, 23 is a lot.
It is.
The difference between a nigga who graduated high school and a nigga that graduated college is a lot. It matters. That time in your life matters. You know what I'm saying? So people getting on at 17 and 18 don't have no training about how to navigate this, how to deal with money, how to deal with fame, how to even be adults. They just Michael Jackson was like the richest nigga on the planet for years. But he been famous so long, he didn't know how to be a part of society. People called him weird because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, he been famous his whole life. Shit is different. It's just different.
It is.
That's why Justin Bieber was a dick for so many years. He was
True.
famous at like 12. He didn't know no fucking better.
Correct. That's absolutely correct. You saw it more. It was more prevalent and relevant in TV with all the child stars.
And most of them motherfuckers didn't make it to adult stars.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of like just like mental abuse. They had their own like mental breakdowns. They had their own ailments, their own vices that they succumbed to. And
Shout out them twins.
Like shout out to them for still being alive and making money still and like capitalizing on it. You know what I mean? Because there's like a lot of child stars that from yesteryears. Because I feel like the child stars now aren't. They're not what's it now. There was a time before the internet became a big streaming place, and people don't even have cable now, bro. It's like it's crazy to me that they're not watching TV the same way. Back in the day, you had sitcom after sitcom after sitcom with family and family and families. There were so many children playing roles on TV to make up these families. You know what I mean? And there's some like crazy stories in there. We might not be privy to them because we gotta go look for it because we might not care, might not be in our face. But that was a precursor to what we're seeing now in hip hop. With everybody coming up so young, you're seeing kind of what it was like for them too. You know what I mean?
And because the barrier entry is different, and without the gateholders, with everybody going straight to the source and going straight to the consumer, you don't need it no more. So yeah, exactly. The child actors are 8-year-olds on TikTok.
Yep, exactly. And IG, exactly right.
Yeah,
exactly right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why now we're seeing more, for the lack of a better term, fuckery in hip hop because it's so young now. You know what I mean? Like, like J. Cole ain't walking up on nobody with nothing in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he, what I'm saying? Like, he's not living that life. That's just what it is. He's mature. He got a family, wants to take care of stuff. He knows better. You know what I mean? These young boys, man, obviously got a lot of learning to do. And it's so true that it's just immaturity. So it's big old facts. Talking about maturity and moving on and doing other things. Did you happen to catch T-Pain's rant in the recent days?
I heard parts of it.
Me too. That's what I heard too. His message was heard loud and clear though. Basically called everybody out for trying to still make money off of his style that he created, basically. And, really calling people out to do something new, make music that's different, stop sounding like each other. You know what I mean? And let's make music and art again, type of deal. Like he was basically saying, look, I became so damn famous and was able to do so much because it was different when I did it. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was saying. And man, not that I'm the biggest T-Pain fan because I never really was, but like, yo, he's right. He's right, like right, like all the way right. It was very refreshing for someone just to come out like that and just start calling it out and just telling it what it is. Because there is a lot of monotony out there. And I understand fully, 100%, that if you want different type of music, all you got to do is go look for it because there is music out there that you will rock and love. It's there. You just got to go look for it. It's not being put in your face. You know what I mean? So you got to read up on stuff, read the articles, go to Hip Hop DX and see what the latest releases are. Cause like they're not as jaded as, everything else. So they'll just show you what's new, regardless if you dude has 10,000 followers or 1 million, you're going to see the release. So check out things like that to go find the hip hop. But the point is that he was right in saying, let's change this up, and I think back to people like, Biggie was so impactful because nobody was rapping like that.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go on. Give me 1 second. Keep talking though.
Yeah. Das Effects, super wild, successful, because they sounded different. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes sounds different. You know what I mean? Like Cypress Hill, super unique voices. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it was dope. I literally was doing the review for this week for music. And in my Apple Music, sometimes like my fat finger the buttons and I hit the random by accident. So I'm listening to an album, right, of one person. Do you know it was on random? And because I had been listening to other albums and other weeks and stuff, it was going in and out of all these albums. Yo, it took me a second. It was like it took the J. Cole joint to start playing. And I'm like, this ain't that. What? You know what I mean? And I check, I'm like, oh, I've been on, I didn't even realize that I was on random. And I thought I was listening to like the same artist, bro. You know what I mean? So that's bad. That's bad. That would never happen in the 90s, early 2000s. That would have never have happened. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you look like. It would have never have happened. There's no way DOS Effects would be playing and then you got like the EPMD tape and then think, oh, it's the same dudes. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even Onyx, you know, like, come on. Anyway, so hit that like, hit that share. Let's get this thing popping. We got so much more to talk about today. I know that, you know, USA basketball is not playing to the level that everybody would like, you know, and is lost their first 2 games out in Vegas.
Understatement of the fucking century. Them boys bad. Dirty work.
Is it because it's superstars together that haven't practiced? Is it as simple as that? Or they didn't turn the gas on?
It's because it ain't superstars together. That's the problem. I think we saw Durant and Lillard and was like, oh, this is a squad. This is not a squad. Do I need to tell you who's on this team? Let me help you. You ready?
Yes.
Kevin Durant, cool. Dame Lillard, cool. I guess Bradley Beal, I guess. Cool. He don't play defense. Neither does Dame. And Durant is 32 and 7 foot tall. And while he can play some defense, he ain't never been known as a great defender. Got me? Copy. Jason Tatum.
He's nice.
He's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it.
He is nice though. I like
but he don't play defense. Like the problem is not scoring necessarily. Defense. They can't stop a nosebleed. You got Bam Adebayo coming off the bench, which is fucking weird and dumb, right? He's your only center on the roster. You got nothing in the paint, no fucking rebounding. Kevin Love, your only other big besides Durant, ain't even playing because he's not good at defense. I don't even know why the fuck he's on the team.
Are they going small on purpose because the other team is small?
They're going small because they think position to basketball is going to work in the Olympics, and it doesn't.
You need the big man.
Need a big man. You need a team. I guess Draymond was supposed to be the defensive stalwart, but they got him playing center. They got him basically playing center.
No, you got to bring Bam in, bro.
Yeah, put in Bam.
That's
and the rest of the team
is
trash. I'm not saying that they suck as individual players. I'm saying it's not a good team. He's playing 4. Playing power forward. Yeah. Tatum's playing the 3. Bill's playing the 2. Lillard's playing the 1. That's not a good defensive team. That team sucks on defense. They can't stop. And you know I'm right. That's not a good defensive team. When they think Draymond Green on the roster alone makes up for it. Yeah, and Bam playing 15 minutes a night. The rest of that team is Jeremy Grant, Zach LaVine. Like, these are not superstars. Who else do they have right now?
Flatline in the building. Who?
Not seriously. What's the rest of the roster?
On USA Basketball?
Yeah. Jeremy Grant, Kevin Love, who's not playing. Draymond Green, Zach LaVine. That's the rest of the team right there. That's it. And then the rest of the kids are the ones
LaVine was on there.
Yeah. And then the rest of the kids from the NBA select team. A bunch of undrafted college players. Because they don't have Chris Middleton, they don't have Drew Holiday, and they don't have what's the other guy? Devin Booker. Because they're in the finals right now. So those 3 guys are not playing. So they're literally playing their 8 other people. They're 9 other people. And that's not a good team. Did you hear the team? Jeremy Grant, Kevin Love, Zach LaVine, Draymond Green, Bam Adebayo. This is not a good team.
Durant, Lillard, Tatum.
People saw those names and was like, oh, damn, we about to ball out.
They saw those 3.
Yeah, that's not a good team.
If the starting 5 was Draymond, Bam.
They tried that. That doesn't work because Bam don't shoot. Draymond don't shoot. And now you're going with Durant
Tatum
and Durant. Now you're too big and too slow. That's 4 bigs on the ground, basically. I mean, Tatum's a 3, but I mean, he's 6'8", 215. Durant 7 foot. Bam is 6'10", and then Draymond, and then you can play Dame. Like, you can't do it when teams are playing 3
And
guards.
I was gonna say, and Lillard.
You can't play 4 bigs and then 1 guard. You can't. And when I say big, I mean bigger wings. You can't
bigger
do that.
guys. Yeah, because you're saying Tatum's just a bigger guy, but he would be the other guard.
He would have to, and he's a 6'8", basically combo forward.
You know,
he's a 3-4 in today's NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Isn't that
so
crazy?
now that team is trash. People need to stop being like, oh my God, we should be blowing niggas out. No, you shouldn't. That's not a good team. That team is horrible.
Why are there no Knicks on that team? That's a big fact.
Because who would you put up there? Who makes sense in the Olympics? Not RJ Barrett. I can't shoot except sometimes. Not what
Nah, I like what's his name?
Quickly. He's on the select team.
Quickly.
But he's not an Olympic level baller, bro. Like, you need some ballers. Where the fuck was Paul George or Kawhi Leonard? You need that guy.
Well,
you need a 2-way defensive stopper and get a bucket. You used to have him when you had Iguodala and them guys. That's why they made the teams.
Yeah.
Iggy was never a top 50 player, but he played defense.
When you look back, if you look back at the first 2 dream teams, bro, it's like, no kidding, we were 3,000-0. You know what I'm saying?
But also those teams, though, yeah, it was the best of the best. But
it really
was
played
defense.
Yeah,
like,
that's
what
I'm
saying.
Gary
Payton, you had Scottie Pippen, you had niggas
Robinson.
Yeah, who played
Tim
defense.
Duncan. like Barkley was out there. Oakley was on the team. Pippen was on the team. These are all-time defenders. All time.
This team trash.
Time. You're right, though.
They deserve to be losing, and I hope it exposes them, and I hope our country feels ashamed. And that in 2 years, we put together a team, like an actual team. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why we shouldn't have Paul George on this team. He's exactly what you need. A rangy
2 years from now, though?
Wing defender. Yeah. At the FIBA America games. Yeah. We need to build. Here's the other thing. These other teams are together 10, 15 years. Like, it's been the same Australian team, the same Argentina teams. Yeah, you got to build that, bro.
Why can't we just send our championship teams and just you play like this year when the Suns win, like I predicted? Why don't we just send the whole team?
The Olympics are already started, and they've already had that discussion. The Olympics are not willing to postpone their games
for the FIBA games.
Oh, you mean in 2022?
Yeah,
that's garbage. You gonna send the Phoenix Suns? Really, Gabe? You gonna send the Phoenix Suns?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Because the FIBA games would be happening while the season's still happening, right?
Correct.
You're saying, oh, got you. I got you.
Just get rid of the whole team. Just send them to the FIBA. Like, you can't do that.
Right. Interesting. So what about this current NBA finals, like we had just alluded to? How you feeling? I felt super good about my prediction when I said the Suns were going to take this just on a gut feeling, no real rhyme or reason, but I just had a gut feeling that the Suns were going to win this series. Then they go out 2-0 in very, like, not dominant fashion, but very, like, they put up a good effort and got through those 2 games and took them. I was like, wow. I didn't know it was going to be like that. And then, the Greek Freak put it on the other day and got them back within 1. How you feel about the series now?
Remember when this first started and I was excited to see 2 smaller market teams? Because it's not like, Milwaukee and Phoenix are towns.
Right.
These are big cities. But
in
the NBA, they're smaller markets.
They are.
This shit is boring. Oh, I'm about to talk about it.
Yeah.
This shit big boring. Bro, watching Olympic basketball and watching the NBA finals is reminding me of, we're talking about defense and other things, but the problem really with the game right now? 3-pointers. It's literally shoot threes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Shoot threes.
Ad nauseum.
Yeah. Shoot 40, 50 threes a game. If you're taking 80 shots and you take 50 threes, that used to be crazy.
From like 35 out.
That's normal now. It's just a bunch of niggas shooting. And while that sounds interesting, go to a Dave & Buster's. And I want you to watch the niggas shooting on a little hoop for 2 hours. Tell me that's entertaining. This is not, no, bro, it's not fun to watch. To me, it's cool. Like, oh, do you see that ball movement? Great. But then it's like, did you see that ball movement? Yeah, great. You see that ball movement? Great. That guy shot the ball the same way the other guy shot the ball and it went in from far away. Great. He did it again. Great. Everybody's trying to do it.
It's
Great.
true.
Why even put a big man in the court? Why not just get 5'6'2" niggas and just let them shoot the ball? Matter of fact, why play defense? Just put one guy, at each corner, 2 guys at the top on the wings, and 1 guy at the top of the key, and just take turns shooting 3-pointers.
Mm-hmm. This
game is boring. Meaning it's exciting in certain moments, but you know what's going to happen. It's telegraphed now. You get in the fast break, and it used to be, oh, God, Jordan about to clear the ball and dunk on everybody. And now it's everybody's running to the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. The ball's going to move around, right, around the perimeter. Mm-hmm. And the one guy who got back is going to keep trying to run from defender to defender as they keep moving the ball, playing hot potato, and then shoot a 3. Mm-hmm. At any time, one of those guys could drive the bucket and dunk on somebody, but they just stand there and pass the ball to the next 3-point shooter. No, you take it. No, he's running this way. You take it.
Yeah. You're more open than me.
It's dude, it can be beautiful, but it's also, this is boring.
Yeah.
The 3-point contest at the All-Star weekend is the contest now. Remember, Steph Curry does a 3-point contest. Dirk Nowitzki was doing a 3-point contest at like 36. Niggas don't even want to dunk no more. Mm-hmm. The dunk contest is like some undrafted rookie who you don't even remember was in there 2 years later. Like, the NBA, you can call it the evolution of the game, and I'm happy to find 7-footers who are athletic, can dribble, can pass, can shoot. Great. You need that. Because I used to be mad when you had like a 7'1" dude who had a multi-million-dollar contract because he was tall, but wasn't good at basketball. You know what I'm saying? I hated that. I always hated that. Like, what does the power forward do? He's the center, but 2 inches shorter. We going a little bit in the weeds, but you get my point. Like, that was the league, and I thought that was stupid. It made no sense. I want to see the defensive rules changed, and I think the game will re-evolve. Meaning, bring back hand checking, which will stop the dribble and kick, right? Bring back hand checking, push the 3-point line out like another foot. Make everybody take those long ass threes. And then let's see people go back to pace and space. And trying to get closer to the basket. Just throwing shots up from fucking nowhere. Trash. Hate it.
Yeah.
Make dunks worth 3. Ooh. Yeah. I bet you niggas try to dunk instead of shooting that 3. Yeah. Keep the 2-pointers. You want to get rid of the mid-range game? Keep the mid-range game 2 points. Make layups 2 points, but make dunks 3. Ooh. Watch how Gabe, watch how different the game will be.
Oh,
make dunks 3. Just dunks.
Yeah.
Keep 3-pointers, but make dunks 3. Watch.
Yeah. Return of the big man.
It'd
the
be
whole
5
night.
niggas in the paint like this.
Because that's true. That's so true. That's exactly
so. Like, I don't know. I think you bring back hand checking, letting the defense be physical with the shooters and the drivers. And you may bring back the off dribble game, the ISO game, the mid range game. You'll have to. It's like the minute you get daylight, put it up. You have to. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. Final prediction for me. I didn't give a games. How many games? I'm gonna say Suns in 6.
Because you're scared and you being scared.
I just said Suns were gonna win before.
You did.
I didn't know where to go.
Pontificating like it was gonna be a sweep. Don't act like you wasn't.
No, I didn't think it was going to be a sweep, but I know I was looking real good those first 2 games. You know what I mean? But the game that the Suns lost, Booker only had like 10 points.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So what do you think? You holding with the Bucks in 6 because the Greek freak?
Hold on. Don't make me what I said was.
See, what happened was.
Listen, what happened
it's on tape.
I still think the Bucks can win this.
Okay.
I like what the Suns are doing, but once again, who they got that can stop Giannis? Like, no, for real though.
When he's on, nobody.
When he's being Giannis, and that's what I said. He's the best player on the court. Nobody can stop him. Just keep driving the ball to the paint. Don't shoot any 3-pointers. Give him the ball, drive in and get fouled.
Control the game.
Free throws or dunk on people.
Yep. Yeah.
Prime LeBron James before we move on. Like 28-year-old LeBron James used to piss me off. If you watch him now, like when the Lakers start getting spanked, he'll grab the ball, be the point guard, never pass, go straight down the court, and then force his way to the line for a layup and get fouled. You never noticed that? Like when the game is getting out of hand, he just does that, and it happened, and no one can stop him from doing that. So I always wonder, just do that every play. No, seriously. Every play that you're on the court, get the ball, drive down there, run it for a layup. You are 6'8", 250 pounds. You are physically the weight of a center. You have the quickness of a shooting guard.
And the hops of
the hops of a smaller person. You are smart. You have vision. You have all that shit.
Yeah.
No one can stop you guarding you one-on-one. So just keep doing that thing that you do whenever you feel like it. Why do you ever do anything else? Why do you shoot a fadeaway? Why do you even know how to shoot the ball?
They wouldn't let him in the NBA.
So they did. His name is Ben Simmons. They let him in. His name is Ben Simmons. That's LeBron without a jump shot. Thank you.
True. I mean, Shaq.
No, but Shaq was not the passer. Ben Simmons is LeBron James. He's the big ass point guard who's actually a forward who can't shoot. Ben Simmons is LeBron James without a jump shot. Yeah, it's ugly, dirty work.
You probably
so I got Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7. I'm going Suns in 6.
You're taking that easy work. I got you.
We're gonna do let's let the wager be something fun like a Hudson Taco run.
No, I don't care that much. You're not gonna make me a Buck fan. I don't care that much. So no.
Oh, okay.
How about this? No matter who wins, we just go to Hudson Taco and just eat.
I hate that. I like it.
There we go.
Talk about big men and doing things and getting beat up in the paint and stuff. Yo, did you happen to catch the highlights of Conor McGregor's fight?
Conor lost. He lost before he broke his leg. Yeah.
Ooh, shout out to Bill Skills. I feel you, brother, when you say you don't like to look at that. That makes you queasy to the stomach. I feel you when you say that. I can look at it, but I do feel you when you say that. That was gruesome, though. I didn't watch the fight. I watched a quick little highlight. That just the still picture of him taking that step back and like his leg basically just crumbling under him. Yikes. You watched the fight?
Yeah.
So tell me about the fight. How was it going up to that point? Did he really just smash in his leg like that until it broke?
Like I said, I don't think you can tell. I think he hit him the right way and it snapped. Or at least it began to snap. And I think at some point it just completely gave up. So whether it was already cracked while he was standing up and then when he went to the ground and got finished getting broke, I don't fucking know.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not going to tell you.
Yikes.
But when he stood up and tried to get in, you saw it just give up. I'm like, oh, that's nasty. That's dirty work. But it wouldn't even matter because he was already getting his ass whipped.
You were saying.
His leg ain't had shit to do with that belt. He was getting his butt beat, bro. Like he was already on his back in the shell, you know what I mean? Just getting punched in the face repeatedly. So fuck Conor McGregor. Now look, when he was winning, it was entertaining. Like when Ronda Rousey was winning, it was entertainment. The minute that she got her fucking jaw rocked, I was done looking at her. I don't know why Conor keeps getting the pass. Like you've lost to the same nigga twice, right? You lost to Nurmagomedov, right? You've lost 3 of the last 4 fights. No.
That's not his only 3 losses?
He lost 3. Those 3 of his last 4 fights. Those are the 3.
But he's only lost those 3.
Yeah, and then if you go back 2 more fights, he lost to Diaz.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. His career record only has like 3 or 4 losses. Is that true?
I think it's like 5 or 6.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but his last like 6 fights, he's lost 4 of them. Anybody else in the UFC basically gets forced to retire. You don't see dudes in the UFC at 20 and 20.
Like right.
Like for real, Dana White gets them up out of there. If you 20 and 7, you shaky. Like you're not gonna have a job. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't exist there. You got to get like 40 wins to get you 10 losses. Like you got to win way more. And Conor McGregor since 2015, since he was a double champ, has won 1 fight in 6 years.
He only has one defense of it. Yeah. What is that?
Why the fuck do we care? No, Gabe, please help me out, bro. I'm not the biggest MMA fan, but I watch the shit, right?
Sure.
Why do we care about Conor McGregor when he doesn't win? In 5-6 years, who gives a fuck? A lot of people talk shit.
He just does it well.
But all he said was, "Oh, I'm the greatest. You can't fuck with me. I'll fuck your wife." Like, yeah, but he beat your ass twice. Shut up.
Yeah, it's the flamboyant, side of him that the crazy outfits, the audacity for him to say certain things. Like it's the persona that keeps getting booked, bro. It's not the talent.
But he's getting beat up.
Yeah, no, I know that's what I'm saying though. And he's willing to fight. He's in there fighting. I mean, you just said he was fighting for what, minimum 30 seconds with a leg that was half snapped before it snapped on its own because he kept trying to go.
Sure,
You know what I
true.
mean? He's not a punk,
But he's
you know what I'm
losing.
saying? But he's losing. You know what I'm saying?
So why does
Rocky,
he keep being the main event in these fights? I don't want to see him lose no more. He's done.
yeah, it's the same thing that happened with or Ortiz and the other guy that
Yeah,
he
but
had a
those
bunch.
dudes, but those
What's his
dudes
name
already
though?
had Tito Ortiz,
Tito Ortiz and
the
the other
Long Beach
guy.
bad boy, who Chuck
Oh,
Liddell. Chuck Liddell had like
Chuck
50
Liddell.
fucking wins
Yeah,
before he was 40. Like in
I
his
know.
40s, he was losing,
Right.
right? But
He was
he
winning
already
young.
did that work. Look,
Right.
Conor been washed since 27.
Mhm.
Conor's 32. He's been washed since 27. What I'm saying is like really good fighters get cut after 2 losses. And I'm not exaggerating. That happens all the time. All the time. Dustin Poirier beat you back to back.
Mhm.
I don't want to see this no more. Nate Diaz beat your ass. Magomedov beat your ass.
Yeah.
You won one time in 5 years. In no other sport do I still care about you. I'm done with Conor McGregor. Listen, the mystique is gone. Somebody popped you in the lip. We know you beatable. It's over. You can go fight Jake Paul or one of them motherfuckers.
I got somebody wants to hop on that is a dear friend of the show. Let's see. I'm gonna put this in the comments, and y'all go ahead and click on that, and let's get you in the show right quick. They want to talk about Conor.
Somebody sneak messaging you to get on the show.
Somebody sneak. They got the inside track on me, bro, and they getting in. But yeah, Conor McGregor. I think also the other thing about that is that people love to watch a big mouth get bullied and shut up.
I guess it's just not entertaining no more. He's not actually fighting well.
There's got to be something with that though.
I mean, I know his name still draws, but I don't understand why. That's what I'm saying. I don't. But I get it's interesting if like, all right, you beat Nate Diaz once, he beat you once. Let's go for the third fight. Okay, I want to see that. Dustin Poirier, you beat him 7 years ago in 2014, and then he beat you in January, and you want a rematch already. All right, bet, and he does it again. It's a wrap. I don't want to see that no more.
Oh, look who it is. We got Rock's Kitchen in the building on the What We Talking About podcast.
What it do?
Yo, chilling, man. What's going on, Rock? Thanks for joining the show for a couple.
Chilling, what up, man. Black?
What's good, Rock?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Just came from Great Adventure, got a headache.
Oh.
Great Adventure will do that to you.
I'm too old for this stuff.
You got to go to Legoland, brother. Legoland.
Yeah, that's probably more my speed.
You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about Conor?
Real quick on the Conor joint, man. Conor, you said it, Black. He lost from the get-go. He caught one good punch on Dustin, but Dustin even said, "Yo, he rocked me, but I got my legs underneath me and kept it going." And he did. He was digging in that ass the entire round. So I looked at some of the slow-mos and whatnot. What happened was Conor went and kicked him, caught dude on the elbow. That's what cracked the leg. And then when he stepped back on it, that's when it completely went.
Yikes.
So Conor talking about there was no check because Dustin even said, "Yeah, I even checked the kick," and that's what he meant by that. So that leg got caught up in there, cracked up, stepped back, done. But to go to your point, Gabe, everybody wants to see the big mouth lose.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Black,
4 times in 5 years.
Right. But listen, he's such a dynamic guy because you never know when he can come back or whatnot. You said he lost twice to Nate. He didn't lose twice to Nate. He lost once.
I didn't say twice to Nate. I said it's interesting that he fought twice to a draw, but he's already lost twice to Dustin. I don't want to see that trilogy. I would have wanted to see the Nate Diaz trilogy, but I don't now. Right? I don't think he's a top tier fighter, and I'd rather them give the opportunity to more of the younger guys. If you win one time in the UFC in 5 years, you do not have a job. That's what I'm saying. You don't have a job in UFC. Those dudes
you don't have the personality.
Yeah. I mean, but fuck the personality. I'm talking about on the merits of. Imagine. Here's what I'm saying, Gabe. Imagine you work for Zuffa, you work for the UFC, and you keep watching Conor McGregor get booked after book after book for all these main eventers getting these big purses and losing.
Right.
But you win in 3 and 4 fights a year and you can't get a shot.
Mm-hmm. No,
See what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. That
you got
part
one
is.
win in 6 years, and you keep taking all the slots.
Listen, you said it too. Dana gets rid of people like that, right? So he got rid of Woodley, which I thought was a little premature, but he did. But that's what he does. But listen, Woodley's he's not the personality of Conor McGregor.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's the myth, the legend of Conor McGregor. You let him run his mouth, he's going to get the payday. And I agree with you. I believe, and this will be when it's the end of Conor, he will end up fighting Jake Paul. That will be when it's the end.
Oh yeah, like be a circus. Yeah, because he's halfway. He's already almost there anyway.
He's 1 foot in. He's 1 foot in right now.
And the other thing too, like after a fracture like that, I mean, how long does it take for that to heal back and really put the same physicality that you once put into it, man? I mean, that's I don't know, man. They say sometimes it heals stronger than it was. But then they'll say the bones that are around it though now are compromised because that's stronger, like it's not the same equalness in strength. So I don't know. I think Conor probably should fight Jake Paul next and call it a day. I agree, because I agree with Black. Why is he losing? Why are we, watching him, and why is he such a big draw? Why is he getting put on these, given these opportunities? It's not even about the big draws, but like given the opportunity to be champ when he keeps losing
at the detriment to others. That's the caveat of me saying this. I'm not saying I don't get it.
Sport, really.
Exactly. It invalidates your sport when this is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, they're doing it like saying Masvidal too, though.
A little bit, but it's not like Jorge got one win in 6 years. Like that. This is way different. Conor has won one time in 6 years. This is way different. This is like LeBron lost in the first round. I bet, but it's LeBron. So fuck Phoenix and Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee and LeBron. No, but dead ass though, this is the same shit. I'm gonna just keep putting you in there. I know you won your matchup, Phoenix, but yeah, it's LeBron. So the rest of the league is like, fuck this nigga. Like, all right, I'm gonna just leave it alone. Maybe it's me.
And big up, Gabe. I love that you're using Restream, man. It's a good system.
It's good. Oh, you use it too, Rock?
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, I'm gonna buck up. And we're going to get the pro version. Right now I got standard, so I'll go pro so I could get my logo in the corner instead of theirs and all that good stuff. And we'll get that popping the same way like we have B Live. But, yo, Rock, man, shout out what you got going on in the kitchen and all that before you get out of here.
Same old thing, man. Same thing. Grinding, got meal prep going. Summer's a little slow, but we're trying to hit you with some of those sweets right now. So some cookies, some cakes, some acai bowls, pitaya bowls. We got the cacao bowls. We have a lot of different things for people out there, man. So whatever you want to eat, we have it. What's what we call fast food done right. So if you think of any fast food restaurant, we twist it up, give you low carbs and high protein, and just good all taste.
That's dope, man. And where's the website? Where can they find you? And where's the store located?
You can find us at Rock's Kitchen, Stony Point on Facebook. We're all over social media on Rock's Kitchen. The website is rockskitchen-rk.com.
There you go, Rock. Yo, thanks for joining the show today. I'm sure it won't be the last time. You be good, cuz.
We'll get up, man. I appreciate you guys. Be good, man.
You got it. Take care.
Peace.
That was Rock from Rock's Kitchen. Always a good listener of the show. He be on Facebook so much than saying some wild ish, and he gets banned all the time. He can't. Rock be wilding, but check that man's website out. He's just trying to get you to eat better. But yeah, man, craziness with Conor McGregor, and we'll see what the future brings. But he did bring up a good point. I could see him fighting Jake Paul. I really could.
I could too. And I wouldn't care.
You ain't buying that one,
bro. Like people bought that that Jake Paul Mayweather bullshit, and then got mad when it was eight rounds of niggas tapping each other and looking at each other like, what did you expect? Now Jake Paul's gonna fight. Who's the? Is it Woodley? It's not Woodley, is it? Who's the kid he wants to fight? It's another MMA guy. Get in the ring with a boxer. Go in there with Canelo, since you're so good. Jake Paul versus Canelo. Let's see what happens. I'd watch that. Just as Canelo crack your head open. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm off this, man.
Talking about acting like a knucklehead, man. What did you hear about Lil Baby and his buddy overseas in recent times?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this again.
Yeah.
I understand that they both grown men.
Mhm.
The
Who we talking about?
relationship, Lil Baby and James Harden. But this relationship is type weird.
It's getting
Lil
weirder.
Baby is 24.
Uh-huh.
James Harden is 32.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. Like, I think they met a few years ago, right?
Make
So
it make sense.
like Baby was like 21, 20 years old, and you 28, 29, 30. Make it make sense to me, right? That's what I'm saying.
that was
Like, y'all
coming.
niggas together a lot. Like, nah, they together a lot. Like, they was over
Like
in
it.
Paris with Kanye. Kanye was wearing like a Modest Mouse mask. And apparently, you know, James and Lil Baby got stopped, and Lil Baby got booked for possession of, you know, drugs.
Yeah, of course. But just weed though, right? Wasn't it just weed?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Who knows? If Kanye there, is it just weed? James Harden was dressed like a hippie, so there's probably some psychotropics in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. A couple mushrooms here and there, a couple
like
red pills and blue pills.
But interesting.
Yeah,
yeah.
You think they doing things? You think Lil Baby and James Harden is up to?
James Harden gave Lil Baby $100,000 for his birthday and a Richard Mille watch, I think.
You do that when you in love with the pussy.
I mean, that's a whole man. You just gave him $100,000 and a watch. Like, why? Is that your baby mama? Like, what are you? Is it me, Gabe? Maybe. All right, I'm gonna shut up. I think it's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird, and it's gonna drive the curious mind to speculate about that. Weren't they the ones tickling each other?
Yeah, they was. Exactly. I'm glad that you piped that in. Yeah, these niggas was tickling each other at another party like a week ago. So they give each other money. They take trips to Paris together. They tickle, fight.
They uchi-cooing.
Niggas is sus. Yo, Gabe, valid or sus? James Harden and Lil Baby's relationship.
Very sus.
Is it just me? Yo, y'all. All right,
no,
I'm gonna shut up.
No, it's not just you.
I like James Harden as a basketball player. I like Lil Baby as a rapper. But together, I think, yeah.
Speaking of rappers, R.I.P. the brother Pop Smoke. He keeps popping up on things that I'm listening to randomly. His voice pops up, and I think it's so sad that the brother's not here, man, because he, you know, we were just talking about being different, right? And how T-Pain was wilding on people. Pop Smoke had a different sound. You know what I'm saying? Like altogether, he just had a different voice for this. You know what I'm saying? Like he just used it differently and it worked for him. I'm going to be dropping an album, Post Hominus, Faith, I think it's called. Am I correct on that?
You know it is because I told you the name of the album. Don't squint your face up like you just recalled that name from the ether. I told you the name of the project. It's called Faith.
If I showed you the handwriting that I wrote Faith in, you would understand why I was squinted up like that. So let's relax.
Listen,
voice.
Yeah, no, I actually like the cover. It's a picture of him with a filter, a Grady filter, and he has that Faith tattoo above his eyepiece. And yeah, they copying the DMX Exodus thing. You know, DMX has the Exodus verse tattoo right as collarbone. But I get it, especially by Pop's on a mission that he was a big fan of X's and looked up to him and shit like that. So I commend Victor for that, and I see the homage in what they're doing. I don't think it's biting. I think it's homage. It's like Pop respected X. It's a clever way of doing a cover. I like it.
That's dope. How curious are you? How what's the anticipation level for this?
All right, so he put out his first project, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, and then he put out the deluxe version, which had a lot of throwaways up there. And I said they scraped the bottom of the barrel. Like there's some songs that are like 8 seconds, and they stretched them out with like repeated ad-libs. You're saying, yeah, it's like this shit's trash.
Right.
I don't know how they got 17 more songs out of whatever the fuck this kid did. You know, he left us at 20. Right, he's been gone for a year and some change now. He couldn't have had that much good music recorded, right? And they haven't released the song yet as a promotional single, and this album comes out on Friday, which I find very telling. Right, they gave those songs from that movie soundtrack a couple months ago, and They didn't really go off anywhere. You know what I mean? That Foreigner and a couple other songs, like whatever. I do not think this is going to be a good body of work. I could be completely fucking wrong. But then why have they not released a single song? And the album comes out on Friday and it's pop. Right. Like everybody will play it. I don't think it's good material here. I think you got 2 or 3 songs probably and a bunch of trash. Seriously. I'm not saying because he's trash. I'm saying that these probably not even complete thoughts. It's some stitched together shit. And at that point, leave it alone. Like, stop.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in the quality of music. Doesn't, you know?
You ain't got a lot of faith in faith?
Right. The thing with it is, I think that probably his better verses are verses that were given out for features that I've been hearing recently. You know what I'm saying? So those are probably the better verses. So what, 17 tracks, like.
I mean, granted, number 17 is just like a skit of him talking about fame.
Even if it's 15. 15, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. That's
Plus
a lot.
when you just gave us like 25 last year.
Big facts.
Of a 20-year-old who don't have a vault of music. So, yeah.
Big facts. All right. So next thing on my list, my good friend on the What We Talking About podcast, 713, man, already is the bump tape deck project review. We both listened to an album by an artist named Polo G. It was called Hall of Fame. It was very long.
You're not going to start this.
Whew. Wow.
You done?
Wow.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'll let you go. Why don't you bring in the segment?
Yeah, I got it. Yo, we listened to Polo G Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Young dude. Dumbass title for a project. It's your second album ever. Dumb as fuck. You 21. I don't know how you in Hall of Fame. This is stupid.
Right. That's disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. You doing the Jordan pose in the logo. Yeah. Very dumb. But I get it. Let's get into it. Yo, Gabe, since I started last time, why don't you give the breakdown of how the tape deck review works?
All right, there we go. Tape deck project review. What we do is we name an album at the end of every show that we are going to give a listen to.
It's like a book club.
It's something that's like it might have come out already, so we're gonna peep it, or it might have be coming out that Friday, so we're gonna check it out over the weekend and let y'all know what we think about it. So we always have the same categories. We're gonna talk about the content of it. We're gonna talk about the structure. We're gonna talk about the production. We're gonna talk about our favorite joints and our least favorite joints, and then we're gonna let you know if it's something that we're gonna run back or not, and if it's even worth for you to check out. So hopefully you find a little bit of value in what we say, and maybe it'll help you pick some music in the future. So I always like to set it off and talk about the production, especially when I have my man Black out with me, because, being a beat maker himself and a producer, which are two different things, by the way, he has a certain ear for this stuff. He looks at it a certain way. So I ask you, good sir, what did you think overall about the production on this album?
As I started to listen to it, I was like, I like this sonically. And then when I got to song 20, I was like, that's repetitive. Even like the mixed in like pop records where it's like sad, lonely guitars, they use that formula like 6 times on this album. Like it's that weird, sad guitar. The chords almost sound the same. The only difference is like the beat pattern might be slightly different.
Right.
This is some repetitive shit.
Yeah.
The production wise, this is not eclectic. This is not wide ranging. This is very repetitive.
I didn't check the credits. And I listened to it 1.5 times, so that y'all know. I didn't get a chance to go check the credits to see if it was like all in-house production for them or if it was different people giving, because I had the same thought.
Yeah, everything that's different, I like. Like those are my favorite tracks, the ones that don't sound like sad guitar.
And it just rap. For you, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you find that those were songs that he had features for?
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like the songs that stand out on the album are the ones that he has features on.
I think that his voice is repetitive. His rap cadence is repetitive. So I think it's more tolerable with a feature. And I think that's why those songs probably come across as better. Because it's not just him for 2 verses. talking about Dracos and money and his watch. It's him for 15, 20 seconds and in small doses. I like Polo. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you mix his voice up with somebody else, it's way easier to take.
Yeah, he's actually, and I guess for production to wrap that up, I agree with Black. I think it is a little repetitive. Hey, if you like those type of beats, like, you know, I like 90s, you know, style boom bap type of current type boom bap beats, you know what I mean? So I could listen to a whole mixtape of just those kind of beats. That's me. Right. So if this is your lane and you like that sort of stuff, yeah, you're gonna dump it in the trunk, you know, and you'll have the same sound coming from you all, or you'll sound the same around the whole town playing this whole album. I had said before, Black, this is no joke. Playing this album, I mistakenly hit random on my phone, right? Okay. And yo, like I was listening to it, and then my phone started playing like other tracks from other things we've reviewed recently, and it did that to me until I got to a J. Cole. It threw in a J. Cole song, and I was like, that's not J. Cole's on this? You know what I'm saying? And I looked at my phone, and it was on random, just playing random shit. I didn't even realize, bro. That's how sonically these kids are all sounding the same, bro. It shit is crazy. So very repetitive on the beats. But yo, let me tell you, the recording and engineering on this thing is almost perfect.
Oh, like clean.
Oh my God. I mean, because, you know, in my car, that's where I test everything out, right? It sounds so clean. You hear everything that's going on, and it's crispy. So whoever recorded and engineered that, kudos to you. Content-wise, and we talk about lyrics here and stuff, right?
I appreciate him trying to rap about different things sometimes. Like I think like painting pictures is supposed to be this introspective look at winning, kind of like a Hall of Fame speech, but it comes across really hollow because once again he's 21, people. So the shit he talking about ain't nothing.
Right. Again, you don't have the experience.
But like Epidemic, I'm so sick of farewell and RIPs. Like that shit. Yeah. That's a young man's version of this is for my homies. I love that shit. Like, see, I recognize that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, Epidemic is one of my favorite songs of the year, probably. Because this is for my homies, but done in a modern way. And he does it good. Like his melodic flow works. The way he rhymes in the beat works. See what I'm saying? And he's got a few songs that are like that. And then you got like even like okay, GNF. That beat is completely different. That producer he probably found on YouTube. It don't sound like shit else on his album. And I like it. Even though he ain't talking about shit, I just think it sounds good. Track. Yeah, it just sounds good. It's like, I like this shit.
It's my favorite track.
It's the only one but no auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? It's like I like that shit.
I really was holding that nugget because I was waiting so bad to tell you that's my favorite joint though.
Okay.
He sounds different. He's not singing on the shit. He's actually just rapping shit. Yeah, I liked it.
Do more of that.
Do more of that.
So when we're talking about content, like Buddy Canvas is like that where he's trying to tell a story. He has a couple of the typical girl joints, but there's a couple of songs here when like I said, Epidemic is probably my one of my favorite songs. It's probably the best song I've heard him on. Because I get what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I think No Return, also that beat just slaps. The moment him and Kid Laroi and Lil Durk. I get what he's trying to do, but it sounds white. And that might be like the Kid Laroi is a white teenager, right? And that song sounds white, if that makes sense. It sounds like pop rap. Like this is dumb. Even when Lil Durk's voice comes, I'm like, yo, go away, Durk. This is not the song to do it on.
Yeah. I wasn't mad at the joint with G Herbo.
G Herbo can't rap. I'm tired of hearing him. And listen, hold up. He just dropped the whole album called 25. Not to get distracted. That's just trash.
I know.
Carry on. He's horrible.
Yeah.
So content wise, I appreciate him trying. Okay. Because we've heard a lot of these young kids who give you 20 tracks and it's all sucking dick Draco. He's got like 4 or 5 songs where he tries to touch other things. And
in the verses too, he'll drop like 3 or 4 bars of where he's like talking about something, but then he just kind of goes back, you know?
He does. He wants to rap. He just don't got enough to talk about.
Right. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, he want to rap.
He if I was him, I would just promote the fuck out of this album. I would GNF would be definitely one of the songs I would push. Maybe even Epidemic. You can even go Party Life with Baby, even though I think Baby mailed in that verse big time.
That's so trash.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, okay was the first single and it came out a year ago. That's the problem. Yeah, it was the first single. It came out a year ago.
That's why.
Epidemic was the second single and it came out last August.
Oh, that's what it is.
So these songs are already
that's what it is. Not late. Yeah. So he should just get some tour money off of this and just ride and just have some life experiences and tour and be on a bus with mad people that are of your same, mindset and, have those conversations and cross borders on a boat. You know what I'm saying? Like do those things and like experience life and then come back to this music thing. Cause like, I'm just so tired, Black, of this, like, this singy like style of delivery, man. It's like I just don't appreciate it. I really don't. You know what I mean?
And on albums, it sticks out, right? Like on a single, you can deal with it, but when you listen to somebody's album, it's so grating. It's like you're gonna use the same rap pattern, aren't you? On half of these songs, of course they are. You're gonna sing in the same notes because you can't actually sing. It's just all auto-tune. What you talking high pitch? I can't never go back. And then auto-tune makes you sound like you can actually hold a note. It's trash.
I know.
It's so really overdone. I'm so tired of it. Please end this fucking era.
Yeah. Shout out to T-Pain for trying to get that done. Big facts. So you kind of alluded to it. I know where I'm going. Least favorite and most favorite.
Epidemic is my favorite song in this project.
Okay.
And I've already kind of noted as to why. I would also say Clueless is a close second for me. I just I particularly like that song. Worst song, man. There's some trash on this shit. Like that G Herbo record. I don't like. Broken Guitars is really bad.
What about the joint with Nicki?
Cringe. The Nicki sort of.
I liked her verse actually.
The Nicki joint is from a mixtape that they threw up here. I don't hate it, but once again, it just shows you where we are musically, right? Like that song 3 years ago would have been the lead single, and Nicki's literally at the bottom of the album, buried on a track that's getting no promo. Ain't that crazy? Like that would have been the single.
Yeah,
you got Roddy Ricch on Fame and Riches, and no one cares. That song is kind of boring too. Like I don't. This album is sequenced weird. Songs that should be good don't hit. The Baby is wasted. I think Roddy Ricch is wasted. I think the Nicki verse is wasted.
I still think Baby mailed in that verse, though. That's not a good verse from Baby.
It might have did, but Baby is also like that. Have you listened to his latest 5 or 6 singles? It's the same song. It's just oh my God, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. These niggas is repetitive.
Yeah, very.
All these dudes. So yeah, my least favorite song is like Broken Guitars. I guess. Like there's a few other ones I just don't like.
I thought about how I was going to answer this question, and we could talk about the sequencing because that deserves a couple minutes of talking. But, so my favorite joint is GNF. Okay, right?
I like that. Yeah.
But my runner up is Gang Gang, bro, with Lil Wayne. I'm not mad at that song at all. I actually like that one.
It's cool. I don't know why Wayne doesn't use a slightly deeper register when he raps. Because sometimes when he goes super high pitch, you can't make out what he's saying. Which I hate because I know that Wayne is bar working.
Right.
So it's like, why do you use that high ass pitch where I can't understand you? Because the auto-tune has your voice sounding like a tiny mouse.
Yeah, it's true.
So on this song, he does that too. Everything sounds like a screech. And it's so high. You know what I'm saying? It's so high pitched. You don't even get the bars from him sometimes.
I thought it was just me. I watched it with my Apple Music so I could see the lyrics. I did. I definitely did. But I did like it though. Like it just, I think just sonically it just sounds good and it's Wayne and it's like, you know what I mean? But it was that was my runner up. I did like the last song on the joint, the Bloody Canvas. And then I just appreciated like some of the features, like just, and I think all it was is just because you're hearing a different voice. Because my dude only switched up his flow once on the whole album. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, but sequencing wise, like I can see start setting it off with painting pictures. I kind of understand that. You know what I mean? You know, the rap star song, like it's just like the Hall of Fame title. It's like, why are you saying Hall of Fame for what? Like for this year or something? You know what I'm saying? And like rap star, you know, it's like rap star. It's like, yeah, it's like, bro, I've heard of Polo G, but like you're not even the first Polo I think of when I hear Polo. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, rap star? You know what I'm saying? So like, I probably would have went to some of my stronger features first.
Right.
You know what I mean? I definitely would have done something different with the baby joint, because like the concept of the song is right up Baby's lane and everything. You know what I'm saying, with Party Life and all that. But like, I don't know. I just feel like maybe y'all should have been in the studio or something together. Like maybe y'all should chill. Maybe you shouldn't have just bought the verse. Maybe you should have just been homies or got it from somebody else. Because I just don't. I love how Baby sounds on it. I just don't like what he's saying. He ain't saying nothing on this joint. Like nothing. He literally has a bar on there, bro, where he talks about the Winslows, like Family Matters.
Yeah, he does.
That came out the Baby's mouth in 2021.
He did.
You know, so
yeah. 30-year-old punch. Yeah, he did that.
He did that.
30-year-old punch. He did that.
Do you have anything contrary to what I'm saying about the sequencing of this so far?
Sequence is weird.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like I said, I think Painting Pictures is supposed to be the introspective intro. Fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm cool with that.
Rap Star was like a big song this year for him. I mean, it was getting spin, so I got why it's number 2.
Why it's there, yeah.
So was Gang Gang. No Return is like the current single. So I get the sequencing in that way. But like shit like Boom that doesn't need to exist. Why does that song exist? Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. All your big features at the back of the album on mediocre beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got Herbo, you got Rod Wave, you got Young Thug, bro. Like who should make everything pop? That record is boring. Don't care.
That
Roddy
one
Ricch
is boring.
Yeah, it's like these are some boring trash records with the biggest niggas in the game right now. You got them at the bottom of the album because you know those records is weak. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I don't know. I hate the whole sequence of this project.
Yeah, I do too. I definitely, there would have been joints on the cutting room floor, and I could easily make this album a 10-song album. Easily.
This is supposed to be a 10-song album. I was almost waiting for like, where's Lil TJ?
Right.
They the same nigga. They might as well just do a song together. They sound the same. They rap the same. They the same nigga. They look the same.
I was gonna say, I was thinking about how I wanted to answer the question about my least favorite, and I think my least favorite is really just pick any song that's not those 2 songs, because like to me they all sound the same. They really do. Like, you know, even a good song like Epidemic, it has all the qualities that we're talking about of the repetitiveness and all that. It's just done a little bit better, and it's got some little bit better lyrics in it. You know what I'm saying? So it stands out a little. But like, I would probably say, the Zooted freestyle I thought was stupid. I probably
some really trash hooks up here too.
Yeah, So Real. So Real had a bad hook. Yeah, any one of those that ain't the 2 that I said. I
don't even remember Black Hearted. Like Broken Guitars is just hot trash. Yeah, this shit is garbage.
The Heart of a Giant. I don't even. That has a bad hook too. Now that I say that out loud, that has a bad one too. So, do you run this back, my good sir?
So I'm torn because I know we're being critical of the project because I don't like it as a project. I don't like the 20 songs up here. I don't like the sequencing. But I can listen to like 7 of these songs. So he should have just gave me 9 or 10 tracks and called it a day. I'm not mad at the beginning of the album. I'm not mad at 1 through 6.
You know
what I'm saying? I can run that. Skip Boom, Black Hearted, Broken Guitars, go straight to Okay. I'll take the
Party Life and Losses.
I don't like Party Life. I think once again another boring paint by the number song. Like you said, Baby didn't say nothing.
No.
I'll take Losses, even though it's a little boring. I'll
Mhm.
take Clueless. I think Clueless is probably my second favorite song on the whole thing with Pop Smoke and Favi. I just think the bounce works.
Yeah, you're right. That's a runner-up for me too.
Yeah, it just the
Clueless.
bounce just sounds really
19,
good.
track 19.
And then close it out with Bloody Canvas. Like just give me 9, 10
That would
songs.
have been fire right there.
Yeah,
He would have been
that's
fine.
enough.
He would have been fine, and it would have been like a 38-minute album, and it would have been fire.
Yeah.
Now we'd be talking very different right now. So you're right. I did have to run it back because I like on the first listen, on my very first listen from 1 to 20, when I got through it, I said to myself, this kid is not bad. He's definitely he's not bad. I'm going to listen to this again so I could form more of an opinion on it. You know what I mean?
Do you see why I like him though?
Yeah, he's clean.
He's clean.
You hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And
I love that about him.
He does rap. Even when it gets repetitive. If you listen to him, there are times when he can be witty.
Yeah.
It's not often, but you do hear you hear glimpses like, oh, okay, I see what he did there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then he just falls into the trap of I'm 21 and I'm sounding like all the other 21-year-olds.
Big facts.
How many times they say I remember eating something and I got the Glock on me with the B?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 20 times. You know what I mean? Like you heard it, like it. Go listen to a Blackout album and go from whatever the beginning to the end, run it, and you will never hear me repeat a concept.
Facts.
Never. On the same project, not once will I repeat a concept.
Yeah, no.
I don't do it. You can have different sounding shit and just be you and be multi-dimensional. You don't got to make the same song 18 times. And that's what I always talk about before. I don't know if it's niggas trying to chase waves or you just not that good. And when I listen to like Epidemic, that's why I'm using that song. That's a clear example of doing a topic in a style that's true to you and it working. That is not the Draco song, even though it is.
Right. That's what I said.
Your
it
perspective is different. Yeah. Painting pictures has the concept. Bloody Canvas has the concept.
But it's done differently.
It's done differently. And you can mix in these rap stars and you can mix in, these OKs and it works. You can have a diverse set. Go to my projects. I don't repeat myself.
Absolutely.
I'm on the same tape. So that's what I want. Less is more. Give me 10 Polo G songs and don't call it Hall of Fame. Dumb fucking name. Wait until you're 10 albums in and then do that and then walk away.
Right.
Dumb name.
Right. Yeah. And he contradicts himself in his lyrics because like he talks a lot about, he'll be like, I'm missing the old me. And then later on he'll be like, don't make me have to bring the old me out. I love the old me. Like, did you move on or did you not like you?
Who's the old 16-year-old you? Is that the old? What the fuck are you talking about?
The kid. When you were a kid, you mean? You know what I'm saying?
You're still a kid.
Right. So that's where he's a little contrary. And I think he's just ahead of himself a little bit. You know what I'm saying with that. But he'll figure it out. He's got talent. He's got a great voice for this shit. You know what I mean? Like he showcases that he can do something different with it on the okay song. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think he definitely potential. Yeah. To answer your question, I do see why you like him. But yeah, for me, running it back, generally speaking, no, I'm not running it back. If I sat there and thought about it, be like, oh, I want to hear the okay song, or I want to hear the gang song. Yeah, maybe, maybe a song or two I'll think about, but generally speaking, no, I'm not running it back.
Fair enough.
And you said you would for the 7 songs.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess in that way, it's a run back, but it's not. Once again, the off season is still in rotation.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna knock that off.
Yep. All right, dope. So bringing this all to a close and doing what we do, what we do, Black, and we sitting in the 8 over here, as NHO Bravo likes to call it. Shout out to him. There's a lot of music that has come out and is coming out from artists around here. Some of my favorite people, Voice of the Valley, if you haven't checked it out with my boy Selka, that's the latest one. It's got damn near 400 views, Black. I'm very proud of this interview. And we did a good job with that. Selka is the man. He's got a couple new projects out. My boy, my homie, my cousin Dom Gotti out in Kingston got a whole 24 joint track out right now. Goomba, I think it's called. I peeped that.
Had a song that produced by yours truly.
Fire.
Did you listen to it? The project?
I listened to the whole project. I have my critiques about I'll never be able to critique Gotti and his content. What he says, like the stuff he talks about, dope. My issue with it is the sound quality and engineering.
Sure,
and we talked about it.
It's all over the place, yeah.
We talked about it at length in a text back and forth. And, I got to the bottom of why some of it sounds like that. You know what I'm saying? But, that's another thing. He's another artist out here that could not get his music posted on time using one of these sites, man. We got to lock this down for the people, bro, and figure out like who is the premier go-to surefire music media outlet to go to get your music. You just got to do it yourself one by one to really make sure it's right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like what you guys are dealing with is there's a built-in shortcut because somebody took time and built an app or a website that'll dispense your music and distribute it for you. But it just seems like they just keep failing. So it sounds like just do it yourself.
There's a lot of people releasing music. I heard some crazy number, like 20,000 albums or whatever projects get released a day. Right? It's fucking absurd. If you think about the amount of music that is, right? It's nuts. So yeah, sometimes the system goes wonky. It's technology, and that's gonna happen. Yeah. He said submitted a few weeks ahead. Yo, bro, but even sometimes though, when you pre-sale, you predate things at 12:01, it won't unlock. Bravo. Like you'll do your pre-sales, and at 12:01, your project should be out, and you find out that it's not even unlocked yet. It doesn't even unlock until like 10 o'clock Egypt time or some shit the next day. Like it's weird, and it's because it's all hosted in the cloud, and time zones are different, and they have problems, and a bunch of other reasons. But you never gonna get that hands-on curation and follow through unless you're a major artist. That still matters. So we can all release music and all that, but they control everything. They control the playlisting, they control where you show up in the search. And Tory Lanez keeps dropping albums and no one even knows. He doesn't even show up. But dude, we laugh, but think about how fucked up that is. They just decide, yeah, nigga, fuck you. We not putting that shit out anywhere. You can release it, but niggas got to type in your name. And I mean, exactly. You can't type in Tory and Lanez pops up automatically. How crazy is that?
Right.
You got to type out his whole shit. They manipulate the search bar just to bury him. Yeah. So, yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
But yeah, check out the Goomba project by Dom Gotti. I listened to it a couple times. My favorite song up there is Heaven's Gate.
He's got a couple of things on there. Lee, he different with the beats, man. He's not like your ordinary producer out here, man.
Cool. AKA Feel the Breeze.
Feel the Breeze.
Yeah, he changed his name.
Lee. He still runs that for his tag though.
He does. Which he should change because it's weird and confusing now.
He should just have like the wind chime sound, like the and like a wind chime, you could do that I might have just put him on to something. That's what you should do. Feel the Breeze is your tagline should be wind with like a cool, like on rhythm, like chime, like not just a traditional chime, but a rhythmic one, if you will. But Brigavelli's got music coming out. Drawzilla, it's got some R&B joint out right now with some chick. Like everybody's like doing stuff. I'm so proud of everybody. Black King's gonna be on its way soon. I'm feeling y'all. So let's keep that energy going. Let's make it dope. I wanted to also talk about how the Yard is coming up on the 24th and your boy Finally TV is going to be in the building. I'm not sure if Black's going to be there. I think he's thinking about it, but I've been trying to engage other artists. You know what I'm saying? So like, it'd be dope if Black went there and performed, but I think NHO Bravo is going to go up there now. So that'd be a different face. Huh?
I'll be there.
So Black's going to be there. NHO Bravo is going to be there. I invited, Buddha the Great. I invited Jay Arroyo and Remy Hendrix, but to Black's point, neither one of them brothers going to be around that weekend. So they wanted to, but they're not going to be. And then I believe I told Dom about it, but I don't know what. Dom's always busy doing something. So I'll be there at the Yard the 24th. Hit up Drawzilla at the Yard event on IG. They'll vet you. I guess there's a process so you could perform or whatever. You gotta send your music and your videos over, and they'll make a decision of some sort and get you on the ticket, so that makes sure you are performing that day. I'll be doing that, and then this hip hop festival that's happening out in Bowden Park. It seems like it's going to be pretty dope, put on with Mike De Niro and company. I think Two Humbles in the mix with that one. I think Aaron Boogie's involved with that in some way, shape, or form. They're going to have seminars and food and performances and all that. It's an idea that I actually have spoken about in the past that I wanted to do. So salute to them for like being able to execute it and get it done and everything. The Voice of the Valley showcase is going to happen. And so that'll be yet another event for the 845 that we'll be able to put on and do some cool things. It might be at Jay-Z Sports Bar out in Middletown, which would be pretty fire. So yeah, look out for some things from Finally TV. I'm going to be uploading a couple of vlogs where it's just me kind of talking into the camera, talking my ish and having y'all disagree and agree with me. And I love all of that. But yeah, we doing the damn thing. Black, man, I took us home last time. Why don't you take us home this time?
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. in the studio with the Rec Boys, Facebook Live. Mm-hmm. I will be a guest on that show. So tap in and listen to me talk my talk a little bit.
There you go.
Besides that, like Gabe said, the Yard event going on next weekend. If you could tap in. A lot of good things coming up in the area, a lot of good music. I second all that stuff. Dope to see people coming outside and music being made and released again. So look, man, love, peace, soul, and hair grease and all those good things that we talk about. It's a hot boy summer. I'm gonna take another vacation. We gotta overcorrect for all the being locked in for a year. You feel me?
Yep.
So I'm just trying to do that. So look out for that Black King. I'm getting it done. Don't shit on me. You know, Remy Black had to put it back. Black King will be coming. I'm almost there. Just bear with me. And once we do that, we're gonna have some fun with it. We're gonna turn up for the town and the city, and then we're just gonna flood y'all with music. It's a lot of shit coming from Sixboro this fall. That's the plan. So it's gonna be a good thing.
Real quick, I forgot to mention Black. Next week's album, we should review Selka Voyage 34.
I knew you was gonna see that. I don't want to do it.
Too bad. What do you
I'm
mean
not doing it. I don't want to do it.
I'm going local, so you're either gonna do Selka or
why
Dom.
you can't pick? Why you can't pick some other shit? Like you keep picking these local. I know
like
that,
people,
but I want to get. Why. What do you actually like in music besides the local artists? What are you listening to? What actually catches your attention?
Nothing catches my attention. Yo, I got J. Cole still. You know what I'm saying? That's the last.
Music is bad, right?
You know, so like, like literally when I turn in my car. It's pretty dope. It's got like its own hard drive in it, and you could, obviously put music on it, whatever. So I've loaded it up with gigs of just random hip hop that's been part of my life or whatever. Yep. And that's what I go to, man, when I'm in the car. If I'm not reviewing like some music, that's what I go to is like the stuff that I've been had, stuff from, it could be something from 94 to 2015, somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, I still put on the shuffle. Sometimes I get in the car and I put on the shuffle and I'm listening to everything from Wu to Biz Marquee, you know what I mean? To Rough Riders, doesn't matter. It runs the game. So I'm with you there too. But look, everybody tune in. Until next time, love, peace, hair grease. Stay safe. Love one another.
Peace.
Peace.